I'm Kate. I'm a former realtor. I'm a mother of 4. And I love collecting things that have meaning or connection to me. I love my antique wardrobes, crystal china, linen, glassware, silver. The hallway's lined with boxes. The living room has got boxes you can barely walk in. They're stacked up boxes by the front door. I use the side door to get into the house, because it's a clearer entrance. It's a storage building, basically, the house at this point.
I'm Andrew. I'm Kate's middle son. Currently, the house is 100% not livable. It is covered from wall to wall, about head height to me, in furniture, random things, knickknacks. It's completely unlivable.
I'm Steven. I'm Kate's youngest son. Mom recently started living in the basement. I worry about the moisture. It's musty, it's moldy. It's like there's no air to breathe.
I feel more protected, hidden there. I feel like it's my safe place.
I could not imagine spending a night there. I couldn't imagine having hope for the future in that sort of environment.
I'm Eva, and I'm Kate's daughter. So I haven't been into the house in a few years. Last time I came into town, I drove up to the driveway, and I noticed that there were things piled up out to basically right to the brim of the driveway. And so that was immediately alarming. My mom really identifies with possession, and I think like property is one of her favorite words. It gives her some feeling of status and worth to be able to have things.
Took a while before I wanted to get married again. But he was such a gentleman, patient, and he was easy to fall in love with.
Herb was a chemical engineer. He was very meticulous, and when they met, he had this very minimal house that had nothing in it. And so the two of them together were like total opposites.
Herb was incredibly supportive. All he wanted was her to be happy. We appreciated him for that, but at the same time, he wasn't able to say no to new things being brought into the house and the effect that it would have over time.
He was solely responsible in carrying the weight of keeping tabs on Mom and having to fight with her over having a livable space. As her kids, we were kind of blind and unaware just how dire their financial situation had gotten as sort of a result of overspending. And we were able to live a solid, I don't know, about 10 years without having the weight of this on us, because he managed it. I'm incredibly grateful that he did that, and I can't imagine how much pressure it was. There is no way that that amount of stress wasn't in some way impacting his health.
This is the love of my life.
When I first walked up to the house after Herb had passed, I hadn't really seen it in a while. When I saw it, it struck me right through the heart, and I didn't know how to process it. I don't know what to do after that, because I can't keep driving by wondering if my mom is covered and buried and suffocating in their basement under a bunch of stuff. That's unacceptable. I don't know what I'd do.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm Brandon Browna, transition expert and cleanup expert. We are here to do this big project today for Kate. This project is going to take a lot out of everyone. We have the family here today to support. The mission today, we're going to tackle the driveway, working our way on the deck to gain entry into the home. If anything is moving too quick, please let us know. It's all going to depend on you, Kate. Giving us the ability, authorizing us to be able to make those decisions and move effectively is going to be crucial. So now that we've covered all the bases, why don't we get going, guys?
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm Dr. David Tolan. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I specialize in the study and treatment of hoarding disorder. Okay. So, Kate, this is the stuff that needs to get dealt with first because obviously this is blocking the entrance to everything. So I'd like you to kind of go through and tell me if there's anything here that you really feel needs to be saved or whether this could all come out.
Let's pull up and see.
You want to pull up and take a look?
Yeah.
Sure.
Looks like we got some cardboard boxes
There's water coming.
and a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the color it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they can go.
They can go. Okay, great. How was that to make the decision to let them go?
It's easy. It's
That's
easy.
easy.
So
Okay.
guys, let's
And what
get it
made
done.
it easy for you?
They're dirty.
They're dirty. Okay. So that maybe that's a rule of
And that
thumb that we
doesn't
can look at. If
function
something's
well.
okay, so if something is dirty and if it doesn't function well, they can go.
gone.
Okay, excellent.
I think it's old and gone. Gone.
So Kate, this is a piece that you had said you wanted to look at before we make a decision about it. So now that we've gotten to it and you have a chance to see it, what do you think about it? We find this massive cabinet. It's very large, it's very damaged, and yet she is saying it was special, somebody made it for her. Are you just hanging on to it for kind of sentimental reasons?
Yeah, it's just the people who made it and did it for me, and
know.
it's solid.
I know. I'm learning where her blind spots are. One of her blind spots is things that have potential. You know, this could be used by somebody. Another one that I'm learning now is things that it would be a shame to put into a landfill.
Everything is going to the dump. I thought there was going to be more recycling stuff, and there's not.
Yeah.
So it's discouraging,
Yeah.
and it's shame. It's shame.
You know, her use of the word shame is interesting to me. I don't know if that really means I would feel shame if I let go of this. What I suspect is happening is that fundamentally she doesn't want to let go of things. And she's finding justifications to hang on to those things that may or may not make sense. You kind of hang on to things because it's a shame for it to go into a landfill.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this and it seems very
a
large
shame
and very
that it
damaged. You know, if somebody were into reclaiming old furniture, they would find it in the landfill. They would go get it.
I hear what you're saying. I hear, and you know, one person would paint it, one person would oil it, dark oil. You know what? It's too big for a small house.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Let go.
Okay, there you
It's
go.
a shame. I wish somebody
job.
would take it. Hey, one of the kids.
I think we're going to see some fireworks tomorrow. This was the easy stuff, the stuff that she was willing to let sit out in the rain because she didn't care about it that much. But the things inside the house, well, that she cares about.
Today we have a new mission. It's to tackle the inside of the home. Finish up the bedrooms, get the kitchen going, get the dining room complete. We had a good start yesterday, as you can see. This took a family that cares about you to get to this point.
Well, you know, I'm really curious, Kate, to get a sense of how you feel when you look around this space now.
It does feel good, and to have so much support and family and people coming from different places, I get tingles because there's a lot of great energy and love.
Absolutely. Well, your family's here because they love you and they want to support you. Now, as I think about today, we're going to get into a couple of rooms that I think might be even more meaningful to you. How about when we get into the bedroom? What's going to happen there?
I haven't been in that in a long time.
That has been kind of the center of your avoidance, I think, hasn't it? I mean, you've just shut that off.
It's too hard, yeah.
So, in the spirit of what we've been talking about, right, today we're not going to avoid.
Yeah.
Today we're going to approach. And that's going to stir up some feelings for you, and that's okay. You know, that's perfectly normal. Is there anything else here that you can see that might be something you could let go of?
I like it. I was hoping to see sets of chairs
Yeah?
that are alike.
So what about this wicker chair? Can we get rid of that chair?
Hey, Eva. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Let's just pause here, and I'd like to kind of check in with Eva. Eva, what do you think about all the stuff that's here?
These were things from outside yesterday.
I know, and they were covered.
So you gotta let go. I know it's hard, but you have to let go. Steven doesn't have the time to fix things.
I'm not asking anyone to fix things. I do want to have my choices and pick my favorites. I really want to make my own choices. I really
Yeah.
do, and I
Which you
am
are.
not going to go overboard.
But at the same time, remember, a big piece of what we're trying to do is get you to learn how to not have this problem anymore. And the best way to learn how to not have this problem anymore is to actually go through the process and talk it through and make the really hard decisions and cope with the emotions that brings up.
There's gonna be some grief.
Can we talk a little bit about these doors, that window? How does that play a role with reconstructing things here?
What do we need to build out of that? We're not building homes.
If you
We're not
could
building
show
houses.
me something in this house that you have had repaired,
We had things repaired constantly.
We're talking about
can you find
in the
something
house.
around you that's been repaired?
You know what? I'm not comfortable with this.
We're here stretching our comfort zone pretty maximally.
It's important to recognize, Kate, that what you're comfortable with led to the problem.
Right.
So we're gonna have to have some discomfort here. A more simple way of saying that is, I want you to do what feels bad. What are you feeling right now, Kate?
Like I have no choice. I mean, it's like I either play nice and not be true to myself. I'm an adult. I get to make my own decisions.
Of course.
And I've made hard decisions, and I don't like being pressured.
I know you've
There
made a
has
lot.
to be an acknowledgement. This is a freaking huge.
Massive acknowledgement. Massive acknowledgement. If we've stayed sort of in your comfort zone, though, you know?
Yeah, we're getting down to the real antique
We're getting
stuff
down to
and
the real
wood
stuff.
and I feel like I could run through this real quick logically and help you make decisions. If it's broken, if the top's worn off, it's done. Good. Rest needs to go.
There's a top for this piece somewhere. There's a
Somewhere?
Top. Here. That and the other one had a top that went with it.
Hey guys, let's bring it back in
All right,
one more
Bring
time.
it back in. Bring it
So
back in.
here's the thing. Can we agree to get rid of everything, that moldy chair, everything else, with the exception of those doors?
The unused rack I would use in a pantry, and it's not even out of the box.
Okay.
That is the one thing I'd want.
But everything else?
Everything.
Everything else?
Not this. This is what I put together to save. And that has a top. You can see where there's a
So we got 4.
There's a top.
So Kate, we have a total of 5 items.
1, 2,
3, 4, and these 2 doors.
and there's 2 French doors.
How many doors are you keeping, Ma? What do you need those for? You got those doors.
Eva,
need it.
Eva, I'm noticing your facial expression. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
There's a really big disconnect between rational and emotional here.
Yeah, you think
And
so?
I don't know how to resolve that.
I'm not asking for very much. I just don't think it's unreasonable.
If we cannot get rid of this, then everything will come back, and you will be in the same place in 2 years. That's how fast it happens.
We'll see. We won't. I won't. I've made it clear. I made it clear. I get to choose. And I want a little balcony with a couple chairs. And those French doors mean something to me. So I really want to stand on that. I really do.
So what we need you to say is that everything else that you haven't already identified can go. And that's a
Well, when
show
I've
of
said
faith to
everything,
us.
then everything was wiped out, and so I'm
We're talking
not
about
trusting.
this row.
Okay, that row. that row. And we said this
we've
mirror.
Every single thing that you've said, we've heard.
Okay.
And we're trying to talk about the rest of your life.
Not the things that could be something, the things that are something.
Yeah, including us, you know? Like, this hurts on a deep level because you're putting a barrier between you and your family. So, like, where's the happiness there, you know? We need some sacrifices from you.
Kate. So what's going on?
It's just hard.
Yeah. So what are you responding to right now?
The pressure.
It feels like people are pressuring you. And they are a bit.
Oh, it just hit some buttons.
Yes, yes, it will hit buttons. And to some extent, we need to hit those buttons. And I'm glad that you're not avoiding. You know, I'm glad that you're willing to experience these emotions and go through this process because we are trying to be different, you know, and that hurts sometimes. Can you feel from your family that all that challenging is coming from a place of love?
Yes,
Yeah, they really care about you, and I think they're really worried about you. They're really worried that you're not functioning well. I worry about you too. You know, I worry about the condition that this home was in, and I worry about you doing it again.
It feels like poking, but I know they can see it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
I have enough.
Mm-hmm.
I have sufficient.
Yeah, you do have enough.
And I am so grateful for this opportunity, and I'm trying to not stop the progress. There's something there that I gotta work on.
What do you think it is?
Just the angst with my daughter. It's really hard.
The two of you are just at odds. I get a sense she's really concerned.
She is.
I mean, and that comes from love. But I know she doesn't like seeing you live like this, and it really bugs her.
I know. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah.
Did we take Gerb's clothes out yet?
I don't think they've even gotten into the master bedroom yet.
I just think that'll be cathartic.
To get rid of those. Yeah. It's hard to let go. And I guess in some ways you never really do let go. What would help you right now? What do you feel like you need to?
I'm just gonna wash my face with cold water and start again.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
The fact that Kate is willing to talk about how she's feeling, talk about why she's feeling that way, and think about things hopefully in a different way strikes me as a good sign.
It's awful. I think I just have to feel it and go through it.
I think that we're opening something up in Kate. There is insight there. Now she understands that her behavior has become a problem, and it is a serious problem.
It's the beginning of the day, and we have one last day to finish the final 3 things that need to be addressed. We have to get the basement done. We have to finish Kate's main bedroom. But the first thing we need to do is we need to have Kate do a final pass on the items in the front of the lawn that Kate hasn't quite made a decision on. All right, Kate, we're gonna go through each section. We have to be very quick. What about this piece here?
Go.
All right. What about this chair here?
That chair can go. It's sloppy.
What about this mirror?
It's plastic.
So we
I mean,
can-
it's the mirror's mirror, but I don't need it.
So we can donate?
Yep.
All right, thank you. You're doing great, Kate.
Yeah, thanks. It's garbage.
Okay.
Great.
I'm ready to go. I think I have enough mirrors. I can let go of a project.
Great.
All right.
Today I can see some real changes in Kate. It used to be that her reflex was to hang on to every single thing.
You know what? I have ironing boards, don't I?
Now I see her making a lot more critical decisions.
Everything's going great. I'm excited. We got a good pace. Andrew and Steven are working their way through the garage, working their way through the double doors to gain access into the basement. Ivana and Caitlin are working in Kate's main bedroom so that we can bring items to Kate, who's located underneath the tent.
Well, table ain't got no legs. Gone.
The Molly maids are cleaning the kitchen, the bathroom, most importantly, cleaning the basement floor that's full of mud. We're down to the final touches. We might actually be able to get this job done.
Oh my gosh, it's so big. It's so big.
Just walking into feeling space. The dining room, living room, it's just so much bigger than I remember. Guys, this is gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, feels cool down here.
Kate, out of the entire process, the biggest challenge was down here.
It was really, really dense. But it was all trash. It all had been ruined because there was so much of it.
I remember when you and I first came down to this room, we had to practice gymnastics just to get
I twirled
into
down.
the room.
You also slept down here. In fact, this was actually your sleeping area. So how do you feel about what you see now?
Space.
I am going to sleep so much better knowing that she is sleeping better and not in that dingy old basement anymore.
Oh,
Here we are. This is an area for family.
it's beautiful.
It's not often that we're able to do an entire house. We did the entire house.
Lucky girl.
You are very lucky. And that's
It's
it.
because of these guys.
You've got a really nice family here. This is a family with a lot of love who all came together to help you. And I think that the state of this house is a clear testament to their love for you and their willingness to support you. I think a lot of the success of this cleanup can be attributed to the solid family relationships that Kate has. They're smart enough to see what's going on and insightful enough to recognize what the problem is. And they're also big-hearted and loving enough to want to do something about it. I think this is the part where Brandon and I leave you, and we leave you to enjoy the home. So it's been a pleasure to work with all of you.
Thank you. It truly has.
I see the future as surprising my kids. That's my goal, is to have them shocked at what this has done for me in projecting the future. I'm going to surprise my family. I can do better.
I'm Cindy. I'm a former model, actress, real estate agent, insurance agent, and I collect a lot of stuff. Outside the house, I have cars, trucks, SUVs, RVs, antiques. I have lawnmowers. I've got a concession trailer, diesel trailers. You name it, I've got it out there. I've got everything.
I'm Cody and I'm Cindy's son. On the outside of the house, it's a lot of state sales that she's accumulated over the years. So there's trailers loaded down that's probably been loaded down for over 15 years that she hasn't dealt with. A lot of stuff. The property is in my mom's name. I was 17 when I bought the property. And so in the state of Mississippi, it's my understanding that you have to be 18 to purchase a property and have it in your name. So the property is my property, but it's in her name. That's the reason that I think that she feels like things can be out there. It's been going on for so long, and the county has been out there, and they said, you have to clean it up. And then they said you can't bring anything else out there, and she's steadily bringing more things out there. Taking on more stuff, and it's just not getting her anywhere. We're not moving forward.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. You guys ready to do this?
Yep.
All right, everybody in. Come on. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it.
I'm okay either way.
Okay, let's throw it away.
I mean, it's probably antique, it's worth something, but I don't care. At this point, I got Hitler beside me.
There was a few minutes of hope. Cindy really hustled, and we filled a dumpster in an hour. He's offering $1,000 for the truck. I am encouraging you to take it.
Okay,
And
because
he
we
wants
got
to
his
work
phone
with
number, we can let him know.
Is it best? Is it ideal? No. Is it something? It's something. We finally got an offer from somebody that showed up, and Cindy turned it down. So end of day 2, we're right back where we started. All the cars are here, and we got no money in our pocket. We have a new offer, all right? For everything here, guy would give you $15,000 cash today. And everything would go away.
If you're talking about all the RVs, I've got...
All the RVs,
I mean,
everything, everything. Everything we see behind us, it would all go.
Yeah, I know, that's not good for me.
This is not working. Nothing's working. We've had offers, and they've all been turned down, and everyone that Cindy says is gonna make offers hasn't showed up. I don't even know what we're doing anymore.
And this is good. They're like $5 a piece on those. Yeah, savable.
Save, okay.
These are good. These are good. That horse is about a $120 horse.
I don't know who's gonna buy that.
I don't know. It's worth saving. What are you guys doing in here? Amber, what are y'all doing?
Cindy, we're cleaning up.
All right.
Amber, y'all know
Clean up, clean up.
I've got to be here to decide what to do.
Okay, let's get the boxes. Okay.
Now, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Now I'm getting mad. I'm getting
What
mad
are you
now.
getting mad about, Cindy? What are you getting mad about? Why are you getting mad?
What's going on here?
That's the stuff that was right there. Didn't you say that that could go?
No, I didn't say that could go.
Where'd that come from? They're separating it.
Oh my God.
They're separating it, Cindy.
I
They're
need to
just
separate. There's no need going through it twice. There's a bunch of good stuff on there.
You want to come back up here and let's start getting some of these other ones out? I see you down there now. Yeah, let's get these cobalts out of here.
This is all trash. And no one buys wicker anymore, that's the problem. It's trash and nobody buys it. Cindy, pace yourself.
Can we toss this?
Yes. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
She finally said, you can clean the empty room if I'm not in here. I don't need to clean the empty room. I need to clean the full one. And she's not interested in that. She's got to be there for that. We're going to clean as quickly as we can to make it a little safe. I found a bed that I can set up for her. Hopefully that'll be a little nicer for her. But, I mean, there's only so much we can do. Y'all, come here, everybody. Cody, you too, man. All right, crazy day. You too, Cindy, come on. Very crazy day. There's people walking behind us and in front of us. They're still pulling cars. People from the city were here. They saw you working. They saw you really, really trying. And they're gonna see what continues to happen. You need to stay at this pace, and you need to keep going. We're right around 50,000 pounds of trash. Probably another 20,000 pounds of scrap metal. 10 cars and 2 pickups. It's a lot for most people. That's all out of the backyard. We got double that still in the yard. But they did a lot. We need to appreciate it. You guys put your things aside and you worked hard today. And I'm proud of both of you. All right? Both of you.
Thank you.
You're good people. This is not the end, this is the beginning. You're just getting started. Let's go inside and see what we got in there, okay?
Okay, let's go. Wow.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the rest of the... I'm speechless. 5 girls and the nieces can come over here and everybody take turns and take a day and help Cindy.
You have the energy, you have the ability, and you have the family.
Sure.
This is what so many of our clients, they don't have the family support, and you have it. You got good people. And so I don't feel that bad leaving. I don't like to leave a house in this state.
No, we're good.
But you're gonna be fine. I like it.
Okay.
I think we have one other space to show you.
Wow. It's like a different place.
Oh my
gosh. It smells good in here
Cindy.
too.
Smells clean.
Yeah, it does. A lot different.
Can I stay the night with you?
What are you thinking? Obviously, it's just a mattress on the floor.
Sure.
It's not great, but it's better than what
No,
you have.
it's absolutely fine.
We got to roll. Family is the key to keeping this place clean, and you got it.
Right.
Okay? Keep the family together, you'll be fine.
I'm planning on going to aftercare therapy to help me control the things that I bring in and try to avoid getting myself in this situation again, one step at a time.
I'm Tim, and I love to work on cars. I have approximately 10 3/4 acres. I have about 40 vehicles. I have a 20-foot boat called Misbehaving, a few motorcycles, you name it. Car parts, motorcycle parts, hot rod stuff. That big trailer is an old Atlas van line. My house is approximately 3,000 square feet. Inside my house is small engines, carburetors, specialty stuff, a ton of tools. Do I consider myself a hoarder? Yes, but no. I don't want to admit it, but yeah, I guess I am, and I never even thought about it, really.
I'm Dee Dee. I'm Tim's wife. Tim considers himself to be a collector of things, and what is junk to me is not junk to him, and he can find a use for just about anything. Tim will see a rundown vehicle on the side of the road and meet any stranger and bargain with him. Hey, I can fix that up.
Need some love.
Before I know it, there are more and more and more vehicles on our property that he might say, I bought that a year ago, but I'm just now getting it to the house. He has good intentions. He's a real good handyman. He can fix anything, but he took on too much. Just way too much.
I'm overwhelmed by all the, I try to play catch up constantly, and there's a lot more than I can handle now. That's when I sold my shop. I got rid of this because I was getting ripped off every time I'd leave. It was crazy, and it's like, this is insane. I'm losing, little by little, I'm losing everything I got. And I had 12 years there on that location, so I had a lot of vehicles, a lot of parts. All the inventory went to the house. And so now it looks like I've got a junkyard at my house, but a lot of that was what I had here, so. She asked me one day, she said, do you mind if I stay at our other house? Her mother had passed, and we got a big house in Tyler, which is 30 miles to the east.
Every time I come to the house, there's more and more. And he goes, no, there isn't. And I said, there's more than the last time I was here. We were fighting every time I went out there. It was a fight. So we were at a bad place. We really were. It was bad.
If I don't clean up, my wife is definitely going to the old, I'm just gonna get a lawyer and get a divorce. I'm kind of scared of that. I love it and everything, but something has to absolutely change, and no going back.
I told Tim, I said, you can either decide to get rid of all this trash and we can have a marriage again, or you're going to keep all this here, and then this is not a marriage, that I have to live far away and come here for like 20 minutes out of a weekend and then leave again. When you live apart like that, you don't have any connection, why not just be by myself?
I'm Donna. I'm Dee Dee's younger sister. Years ago, when I last saw the property, the house looked very nice. I never knew the extent of what was going on with the property and with Tim and Dee Dee until recently. She finally opened up to let us know that it was pretty severe. And even at this moment, I still don't know how severe it is.
I'm Debbie. I'm Dee Dee's older sister. My sister, Dee Dee, would not allow me to go to her house.
I just kept it to myself for the biggest part of the time because it was so disturbing that I could ever let myself get in this situation.
The fire marshal explained to me the law according to the state of Texas, and I concurred with him about unsightly things. And he said, well, if you don't get it done by a certain time, like he gave me like 3 weeks to make a noticeable change, then I would get a citation. And those are pretty hefty, up to $5,000 per citation. I'm like, what?
I told Tim, I'm not paying for anything. And I kept telling him, why can't you sell things? And if that's what it takes, you'll have to sell everything and pay for the fines, because I'm not paying for anything.
I think this is his last chance with my sister. She has stood by him through all of this. And I don't know what else she can do. With the effort that's being made by everyone here to clean up, And if he is not willing to do that, then there's nothing left.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
Thank you all for being here. We have Tim. We're here to help you. Dee Dee, your wife. Dee Dee, we have your two sisters. We've got Debbie and Donna. We have our stand-up guys, and we have our boss organizers.
I'm Dr. David Tolan. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I specialize in the study and treatment of hoarding disorder. I've had a chance to meet with Tim and with Dee Dee and Donna and Debbie. I just want to see, is everybody ready to go?
Yes. Yeah. So everybody, I want you to just take off to the areas that I've asked you to work on. Let's do this thing, okay? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Woo! So the red Ford Ranger is no longer a keep.
Well, I'm going to be selling it.
It's a sell now. Trans Am is a sell.
Yep.
The Camry.
Gone.
Boat I know is going. The white Chevy Z.
That's mine. I'm keeping that.
Why do you need, you're gonna sell that because you got the other?
Because it's got a $5,000 engine under the hood.
Okay, but you just bought that other one.
I know that.
Okay.
What about the GMC
that's my
Spirit?
keeper. That's my keeper.
That's number 3 for keeping.
That's it.
The green Ford. The
Yeah,
F
it's out of here. It's a seller.
Very good. White Ford pickup.
Yeah, that's mine right there.
So that's car number
Yeah, that's it.
4.
Yeah.
Red Corvette.
Corvette's keeper. Yeah.
We've got 5 cars.
Okay, that's good. That's doable.
Does that work for you, Dee Dee?
Yeah.
Okay. Think Tim's doing a good job?
Yeah,
yes,
Tim.
Let's let him hear it.
Good job.
All right, nice job.
Good. All right, look at the smile on that face. Good job. Very good. Let's have you start over here, going left to right. So come over here.
All right.
So we can be
Should be
closest
easy.
to the truck.
Realize how much time that takes to
Here we
sort
go.
through all this. Can you just...
Would you please let me handle it? Dear, thank you. I mean, you've said it like 10 times in the last. That repetitive thing doesn't make me go any
but this-
faster.
okay, this
makes me
takes-
more clear-minded. It makes me get.
This takes a lot of time to sort through all this.
I'm not sorting. I know what I need to keep and what needs to go. That goes. Those go. This can go. That can go. That can go.
Great, Tim.
That can go. That can go. That can go. All this right here can go. This ladder can go. That can go. Keep. That's a go.
So, Dee Dee.
Yes.
Tim. Donna, just so you know, Dr. Tolan, you made about 300 decisions in 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
You did. I'm proud of you. This is amazing.
Good.
Let's just
Good.
keep it up. So let's get busy.
This stuff right here is all keep. That's full strap. No, I don't need it. This is all keep right here.
Tim, you don't need any of this.
Just let me handle it. I know what I'm doing.
This all needs to go.
I hadn't even been over here yet.
Can I butt in, Tim? Excuse me.
Sure.
But here, I have an issue.
Yes, ma'am.
All I'm hearing about is all the money you've spent. Have you acknowledged what Dee Dee's done to give you this, home, to support all of
To
this?
give me this home?
Yeah. Have you
Really?
acknowledged what Dee Dee's done? She has worked herself
I'm aware of what my
many
wife
jobs.
has done.
Well, it's not about just what you've done, what you've paid for. She's helped pay for this.
I understand
She
that.
thinks it's more important for y'all to be together than for you to have all this garbage out here.
I know. I was just making a statement that I spent money on this particular thing to build it, and all I had to do was put a motor on. But I
And
got it.
how
over
long
one with
ago
another
did
one.
you do that, Tim?
About 7 months ago.
Okay, well, here it is, 7 months later. How many of these cars are you really gonna fix? The
ones that I
tractor,
picked.
the tractor that you say you drive. I don't get it. I don't see it at all. It's more important for you and Dee Dee. Let's get moving here.
Well, heck, then let's get rid of the whole pile there. How about that?
If you feel up to it, sure.
I do.
All
sure.
right, way to go,
Great.
Tim.
We had an extraordinary day yesterday because you went through 46 cars, and I think you kept 7 of them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We had the tires removed before that. Up to this point, we've gotten rid of 9 tons worth of stuff. Today is the big test. The 3rd day is really hard. We're gonna get started finally. Get your motors running. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's go.
I'm trying, man. Hard to get rid of that spare caliper for a wheel. No.
Oh, geez, I thought you were serious. My whole goal would be that we kind of dig through, pull it all out. You can spend 20 minutes going through it, pull out anything you want, and then we just pick up the tarp and put it into the trash.
No, that can go.
Send that?
Yes.
Tim, move forward.
Tim, keep coming. We're running out of time.
Oh, boy.
Say you're doing good. Keep coming.
Yeah, you're doing good.
There's about 5 turbochargers that go together. That one, that one.
This one, I see
the
this?
top is right under your feet.
Tim, I'm really impressed that you're not just grabbing everything. That's
No,
wonderful.
I'm not going to do that.
Good, good. I'm
That
glad.
plug-in right there.
Anything else?
That and that.
We're on a countdown of 30 seconds. Either of those? Any of these right here?
No.
Okay, we're at time. Let's take a look at everything that Tim has saved.
Yeah.
His body language is saying a whole lot here.
It is, it is. So, Tim, tell me what you're thinking right now.
$5,000, $600. I'm not used to doing that. It's hard for me to do that.
It is hard.
It doesn't make any sense to me to do that.
To let go of things that you spend good money on.
Well, sure.
Would you spend $5,000 to preserve your marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
I spent my life trying to.
Okay,
I have one thing, Dr. Tolan.
go for it.
You asked Tim if he'd be willing to pay $5,000 to save his marriage. And he said yes.
He sure did.
I'm gonna pick on you for a second, Dee Dee. You know, like there was no reaction over
Well,
there.
he kind of hesitated. Instead of absolutely.
And maybe it's none of my business, but to me, it's like this man feeds on recognition. I've learned that in just a few days.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
No, you're right. I don't
Right. So
give
we,
him credit for all that he
that's
can
right.
do.
So we could go negative on the hesitation, or we could go positive on the
Yeah.
affirmation. I'd
Yeah,
say let's
I
go
need to work
positive
on that.
Let's go positive on the fact that he
Yeah.
said yes to it.
That's true. You're right. I'm glad
Yeah.
y'all brought that to my attention. I think you've done a wonderful job. I'm
Good.
thrilled. I really am.
Yeah, good, good. Now we're all gonna turn around. We really want to do a wonderful reveal for Tim and Dee Dee. 2, 3. And I've got a whole bunch of secrets and surprises ready to go.
Oh my gosh! I just saw that!
Tim! It's not an ugly old semi anymore.
I know it.
It's a powder coating shop, by golly.
They're amazing.
I'm stunned. I'm kind of taking it all in right now. You're amazing, y'all. When I took my blindfold off, I was stunned. There's no words for it. It's like inside, like, oh, finally there's a clouds part and there's sunshine coming through it.
This is just the beginning. So why don't we go take a look at the house?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, whoa.
Golly!
Oh my gosh.
This is
They've
unreal.
got you furniture. Wow.
Look, I can move around.
Gosh, I can't believe this. It's amazing. Just amazing. Walking into the house today in comparison to the other day for the first time, it was amazing. I couldn't believe the difference. Everything was clean. It was just amazing to see it. Oh my gosh.
Tim.
Look what they did for you.
I know.
Gosh, this is so nice.
You've got music to play, and you can
Wow.
blast it as loud as you want, sit in the
Yes.
chairs and rock
It won't
on.
bother you.
All right,
This is like
we've got more. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, look.
Wow. Oh, Dee Dee.
It's amazing.
What's your reaction, Dee Dee?
I can't believe it.
So I know you've been in here before, but there are some things that we want to discuss with you. Turns out that because you were so willing, tires, you made $220. Scrap, you made a total of $740. And the cars, you made $2,850 for a total of $3,010.
Are you serious?
Yours.
Oh,
I wasn't expecting that.
good job. I can't believe that. Thank you for being a good picker.
Decision maker.
All right stuff.
So, Tim, because of those decisions, we've been able to satisfy the fire marshal. So, all of that's like, breathe. And I don't think that's everything. Dr. Tolan?
Well, I'd love to be able to tell you that the hard part is over, but it's just beginning, because maintaining this is going to be work. And by this, I mean not just the house, the two of you. On Tim's side of things, I've hooked you up with one of the best hoarding experts in the state. He's going to be able to treat you virtually, and we'll pay the cost of that.
Really?
Yeah, he'll help you maintain this so that you really learn to keep this habit under control.
Congratulations. You got a new house, you got everything. This is awesome.
Just future.
Yeah, that's right. The future.
This experience was an absolute success, top to bottom, every single area of life. Tim and Dee Dee, their property, their home, their finances, everything that was involved is just like perfect. To the newlyweds.
Thank you.